Hi, this is going to be a Jesus speaking kind of video. I know these messages are incomplete and imperfect, they go through my filter, but I still feel like it is worth sharing them because God can use any part of them that are according to his heart. So, yes, these might be prophecies that will be wiped away at the end. And um, yeah, it is probably the same with everything we hear from God. Like we see in part as through a mirror, and then we will see face to face. Once I was really obsessed with inner healing, and I was really, um, I was really focusing on what to get healed of next, and this is when God spoke this message to me. So I'm gonna share this with you. Don't rip off your wounds. Don't make them bleed. Don't try to check on them over and over again. Do you want to get healed? I mean, do you allow me to heal you? Do you let your wounds be healed? You have been trying to heal yourself for so long that you became the one being healed. It became your identity. How to get healed of and what to get healed from. What if you could let those things heal by themselves? I know people say time doesn't heal. Time does heal when it's time with me, when it's time spent in my presence. Then time does heal. You know, when children try to sprout little plants and they check on them and they dig them every day, and the plants never come out of the ground because of the hurt they suffer from the redigging every day. That's what you do with your pains. You redig them. You know, even your physical wounds can't get healed if you open them again and again and you rip off the top of them over and over again. Leave them alone. Let me heal them. Yes, there is a season for going deep into the causes and having deep operations on you and removing all the twisted, broken parts and realigning things and cutting off everything that is infected. But then I close the wound and I put a bandage on them. And then it's the best if you don't touch it. There is a time to discover the causes of trauma and what caused it and when and why it hurts and all the things that went wrong. There is a time for that, and sometimes I initiate these kind of deep operations. But once it is done, don't redo it. If you cut that wound open over and over again, it won't heal. Actually, it will be inflamed and infected, and you will cause a much greater trouble than the original trouble. And your soul is way more complex than your body. If you reopen those painful things in your memory, they can get worse actually. Once the operation is over, once I have ripped away the pain and the lies, once I have spoken my light and love and truth into it and closed the wound, there is nothing you have to do about it. Just leave it. Just let time heal it. Let time with me heal it. When a little child is like sick and has high temperature, once you give them the medications and vitamins, you just play with them and read them so that they don't pay attention to their symptoms and they can get healed, because it is only a matter of time till they get healed. There's nothing you can actually do about it. You just let it. And it's same with the wound of an operation. After it is done, you just wait. And the recovery is taking place by itself. And it is the same with your soul. And it is actually more like that with your soul. You can't even recognize what helps you the most. You think that method worked that time and you want to use it forever. No, it won't be useful forever. It won't be useful every time you face something dysfunctional in your soul. And you are not the manager of your healing. Don't try to be. You are not the overseer and the doctor of your healing process. You are not the nurse who can say that the wound is healing in the right way or not. It's me. Jesus says. And there are times when I use unpredictable methods to heal certain things. Sometimes there is a painful word and I stop everything and tell you like, oh, go through the feelings of it, go through the letting go of it. Let me guide you through this process. And sometimes you face something seemingly very deep and painful. And all I say is that it's gonna be all right. Time is gonna heal it. Time in my presence. Sometimes you don't even have a clue what is being changed in you when you are just resting in me. You don't know how healing it is because you can't sense it. It's not dramatic, but I am changing great things when you are unaware of it. As if like you were asleep. I'm doing the operation in using anesthesia. And it's because it's better for you. Sometimes it's the best for you if you see the process of your healing and you see what I'm doing, and I include you into that process. And sometimes the best for you if you don't even know what's going on, you're just not the same. And it's especially true with your soul. and with the traumatic things that happened to you, and with all those pains. Let me decide how to heal you and which way to heal you in the different particular cases. Just stop being the overseer and the manager of your healing. Stop ripping off the top of the wounds. If you don't rip it away, the new healthy skin can grow, and then the wound will fall off by itself. But it requires your non-action. It takes you to rest. And yes, after the operation, the wound might be really hurting, or it can be sensitive after weeks. Still, it's not the sign that the operation wasn't right, let's redo it. It's the sign that the operation was just perfect and you should leave it alone. So, let me decide whether to dig deep and make you go through the whole process of this operation in your soul, or just sometimes you just need to believe that I am doing it, that this is not a waste of time kind of waiting. It is a waiting of the cleaned wounds healing. So do you allow me to heal you? Would you please let me heal you? Would you please stop trying to heal yourself? Amen.